All right, what's up, beautiful people? I'm filming this actually after the workout is already over for a couple of reasons. I just wanted to have a little bit more of a quiet space while I could thank you guys, because as you guys know, I posted probably the most vulnerable video that I've ever posted before in my life. Last vlog. For the longest time, I've hidden my OCD for the most part. I know I talk about it openly, but I don't think I've ever actually showed anybody. I've learned to conceal it more than I've learned to deal with it. And it had gotten to the point where it was, well, obviously it had been debilitating my entire life, but more so recently than ever, it was really starting to affect my ability to have good workouts and to be able to be on camera. And I just felt like I needed to give you guys an explanation with why I was having such a hard time. And I'm not gonna lie, I posted that video and I deleted YouTube off my phone, and I was scared. I didn't want to check the comments, and you guys blew me away with how supportive you were. I had clients reaching out telling me, you know, that they were proud of me to show how even I can struggle with something so much. You guys said I wasn't crazy, and you made me feel a whole lot better about myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is amazing to see that I have such a beautiful and kind community that supports me. And until now, I had never felt that much affection from the people who support me. I hate even saying followers. It doesn't feel like followers because it's ridiculous. Friends. So thank you. Genuinely, thank you. There was one other thing that I wanted to talk about, because it's on the complete opposite end of that spectrum, which is like, as much as 99.99% of the people that follow me support me and are very, very kind to me, I also have a decent amount of people that say unfathomable, it's a tough word, unfathomable shit to me. So I'm actually gonna force future Dirk to do some editing. Sorry, bro. One of my clients recently went through a transformation. He's been working with me for 3 months and 1 week. He's lost 30 pounds. He's made amazing progress so far. And I put him on my story to shout him out for just being such a G. You know, his face looks leaner, his body looks leaner, he's building more muscle. He's so happy. And we talk pretty much every single day. And I put him on my Instagram story, and I didn't even tag him. And then I get a text from him at 11 whatever at night. I'm a grandpa, so I was already asleep, but he pushed the notification through even though my phone was on D&D, so I heard the ring, I got up. I honestly need to check to see what was the exact message. Somebody said, "Hope you get your skull bashed." Randomly. And you think about something like that and you're like, immediately your mind goes to rationalize it. Like, how could somebody be so mean? How could somebody wish so much negativity onto somebody else? But from dealing with situations like this over and over again, I have come to realize that you can't rationalize what is going on in other people's heads, because I don't know what they're going through. I genuinely don't know what this guy was going through. Maybe he has been trying to lose fat himself and has been struggling for a very long time. He was in a really dark and depressing spot that night that he just happened to message this guy. He saw my story about somebody who had been making tremendous progress and decided to go out of his way to find this dude's Instagram. I don't know how he found it, and message him, send him screenshots of my story, and then send him like a death threat, right? It's insane how the internet works. It's insane. I genuinely don't understand it. But my guy is cool as hell, so he didn't care. I was like, "Do you want me to take it down?" He was like, "No, I genuinely fuck that dude." And we even had a little bit of a laugh about it later. But it's crazy to think that that's genuinely how the internet works, right? 99% of people can be very, very kind and supportive, and then there's just always going to be that one person that's in a horrible spot that is going to do whatever it takes to hate, because they do get some dopamine from it. In some sense, they get some enjoyment out of it. So anyways, yeah, those are the two things that I wanted to talk about. I appreciate you all. I think you're really going to enjoy this workout. And I'm excited. I'm actually going to Florida. Today is Wednesday. I'm going on Saturday. So the next video you see of me is going to be in a Florida gym, and I'm probably going to move there. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to move to. Drop a comment. Let me know where should I move. It's probably going to be Florida, respectfully, but still trying to figure out exactly where in Florida. I have some good ideas, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, no offense to Tucson. Tucson is a shithole. It's hot as hell here, and I have very few friends here, and I am looking to go to Florida because I think it will be better. And I like the beach. I'm a Cali boy, but I'm not ready for Cali taxes, which is why Puerto Rico is also on the move to list, which is where my dad's from, and I'm gonna definitely do a vlog on that in the future. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna, literally just roll what I already filmed right after this, but one more time, I genuinely love and appreciate every single one of you that left me support on that last video. You have no idea how much that meant to me. I was in a really, really tough spot after I posted that, and the day that I was going through that I filmed it, and the support that you guys gave me, it almost brought me to tears. So thank you. Enjoy the video. Good morning. That was extremely heavy. Oh my gosh. Today's gonna be a fucking amazing day. You really just need a PR song, man. That's the difference between you hitting it or not. Just a PR song. I'm listening to Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars, but hard style. That damn PR song, man. I'm sure some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, we're at this machine again. I feel like we're here every chest day. Well, if something's working, you don't change things when things are going good. You double down on what's working. So, of course, I like to switch up my exercises here and there to overcome plateaus and to keep training interesting, which is why I decided to do the Smith machine incline bench instead of the usual incline dumbbell. But if you are progressing a lot on an exercise, you don't switch things up just for the sake of switching things up. Switch things up when you need to switch things up, or because you're not going to keep showing up to the gym because you get so damn bored. But this machine, I don't think it will ever be boring. I love it so much. Get a deep stretch. Going back to that OCD video that I just posted, I can't tell you how relieving it feels being able to just not have to worry about me showing you guys my compulsions on camera. Because for a long time I would always, even if I said to the camera that I wasn't going to look back, I wasn't going to edit it, Of course, I still look back just because I'm like, oh man, was I start tweaking isn't the right word. You know, I had a lot of people reach out to me that were like, you need to be a lot more careful with your words, because I kept calling myself insane. And I do honestly agree that your word selection, with especially how you describe yourself, is your identity for the most part. So if you keep saying you're insane, you're reinforcing that idea. Just like if you say you're not a patient person, you will never become a patient person. Oh, I just really don't. I just really struggle with patience. I can't tell you how many years I spent saying that phrase over and over again. Oh, I'm just not that patient. And it's like, until you stop saying that, you're right. Like, you are going to just not be patient. So your words of affirmation are so important. What you speak. And I'm not a big manifesting type of person, but I do believe that you resonate with whatever you say. Your words are your beliefs a lot of the times. So if you say it out loud, you're probably going to believe it. And unless you're not trying to change it, which if it's a negative thing and you're saying, oh, I'm not that patient of a person, then you got to stop saying it if you want to first change something. First set. Hell yeah. I'll take it. You look like Donald Trump. My shit is orange. Oh my God. Why do I look so orange? Yesterday I had my friend hit me up or not yesterday. Today I had my friend hit me up and he responded to my OCD video and he pulled one specific part of it, which was how men struggle the most to communicate their feelings. And he really resonated with that because he had actually been feeling off towards me lately. He said, Derek, I miss you, man. We used to hang out and now you don't even message me anymore. And that really resonated with me because first off, I was proud of him for communicating how he felt, but it also opened my eyes to realize how for the longest time, I truly believed that I was a very selfish person. I still kind of do, at least in parts. Struggling communicating, it's okay. Let's organize my thoughts. So for the longest time, I thought I was a very selfish person for selfless reasons. I wanted to provide for my family. I wanted to be able to not work when I'm 30 so I could hang out with my parents and my kids and my partner and have an amazing life. And because of that, I was okay with basically sacrificing the next 5 to 7 years up until I become 30 to grind my ass off. And if that meant having to eliminate all distractions, even positive ones, such as friendships, then I was okay with that. But now that I've seen a little bit of success in business, I am starting to realize that the result, the destination, it's not the most important part. And neither is the journey. It's the company. The people who you're surrounding yourself with, the people that are in your life. Even just one person can make or break the entire experience. And I'm very, very thankful because I lost somebody that was very, very dear to me a little while ago. And I shouldn't say lost because it's not like they died or anything. Poor choice of words. I basically cut ties with this person and they came back into my life recently and I couldn't be more thankful that they're here. And I would gladly sacrifice a lot of this material success that I have accumulated in these past couple years to keep them there. And it's a crazy thing to think that it really is all about your relationships, your friendships, the people in your life. That's what matters more than anything else. And that's what I'm trying to be a little bit more cognitive of, because when my friend reached out to me that I hadn't talked to in months and told me, hey man, you don't ever text me, you don't even ask me how my day's been, we never talk. And of course that's a two-way street, right? It's not like he was doing it for me, but I mean, that is on me. And I need to take accountability for that. Because initially when I saw the message, I was like, yeah, dude, right now I'm focused, like I'm busy, I got shit to do. And it's like, yeah, but Dark, are you ever not gonna have shit to do? You preach all the time about there never is a perfect time to start, and I think that also applies with relationships, friendships, all of that. So I'm trying to be a little bit more aware. So I took full accountability. I told my friend, yeah, you know what, man, you're right. I haven't been as close as I could have been with you. Like, you're an amazing person. I value our friendship. We've grown a lot together. That's what friendship truly is. Like, what is a friend? The definition, what is a friend? It's two people who are outlining that they wish to grow together. I want to grow with this person. I want to be better, and I want this person to grow with me. That is what the friend is. We are going to grow, even if at different speeds, in a similar direction. That is what friendship is. And I thought because I wanted to grow at a faster rate, that meant I couldn't communicate with my friend, that I needed to kind of leave him behind. Two people can go at different speeds and still be together, you know? I guess what I'm getting at is taking absolute accountability of your actions is the only way to have utmost control of your life. And not everything is going to be your fault in some cases. But if you take accountability regardless of whether it is or isn't your fault, it at least allows you to take more control of the situation to grow from it. If you're the person who's getting blown around by the whims of life, then you don't know where you're gonna end up, and you don't know how much time is gonna pass. But if you truly in your heart believe that every single thing that happens to you is a direct result of the product, or is a direct result of the actions that you have taken over the course of the past however many months or years, then you at least have the control to change those things. Now, don't take this accountability rant in the sense of that doesn't mean you can't sit in the mud. If you're having a really fucking hard time, you can say, this is my fault, and take a day. That's okay. But you shouldn't say, I had absolutely nothing to do with this, and I am just unlucky. You see, luck is a spectrum. You are never going to be at the top of the spectrum, and you're never going to be at the bottom of the spectrum. There's always going to be somebody that would kill to be in your shoes as much as you would kill to be in somebody else's. Same thing with suffering. But if you take absolute control and think, man, maybe I didn't get as lucky as I'd like, but you know what I can do? Is I can show up every damn day. That way I don't miss my lucky day. Then at least you have taken some accountability into the sense you have the control to hopefully get more lucky in the future. Ramble Central. I'm getting a lot of eyes in the gym. That's okay. I got noise cancellation on. They're not even real. Beautiful. Jeez, I'm looking really orange. Oh my God. If you don't take utmost accountability for everything that has happened to you, then you relinquish your ability to ultimately change the outcome. I got unlucky that I have such a debilitating disorder that I live with every single day of my life. But it's my responsibility to make the most of what cards I was dealt. And it doesn't mean that I can't sit in the mud and have a hard day. You guys saw that I was having a hard day the last vlog. We're not going back into that again. It's been a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's still in the morning. But I have not maximized my amount of effort when it comes to therapy and treatment of my disorder. And that action is on me. And because I know that that's on me, it gives me the ability to change whether or not I continue to suffer or the quantity of how much suffering I endure. A lot of comments were asking me, do you take meds? Do you do therapy? I had 7 therapists when I was a kid, but I did not try therapy that hard. I was not putting in effort. A lot of times I was just hanging out with the therapists, shooting Nerf guns. Yeah, they were the cool type of therapist, right? I was really young when I went there. And I was on a lot of meds. I don't think that was the best route. This is my personal opinion, and I'm probably gonna get some shit for this, but I never think that medication is the right route until you've got the other thing that you can control taken care of. You know what I mean? It's almost like taking steroids in a sense. This is a crazy comparison. I mean, both are technically drugs, right? Medication and steroids. But there's no point in taking steroids if your nutrition and your workout consistency isn't dialed in. There's no point. If you haven't fixed your sleep or your stress management, why would you take steroids? You've got so much more natural potential to get through. It's not like it's gonna really benefit you. You know, the person who has the most important things locked in, that's natural, who has the workout consistency, intensity, duration, you know, all of that locked in, alongside their nutrition, alongside their sleep, alongside their stress management, their recovery, everything. That person is gonna make so much more progress than the person that's missing 3 of those but takes steroids. Same thing with medication. I'm not gonna go back on OCD meds until I actually start doing what I know that I can to solve the situation, which is obviously first gonna be treatment, therapy, trying to work on it. It's a hot take, and I know not a lot of you are gonna agree with me, and that's okay. Remember, all criticism is he lives his way. He lives his life in a way that I would not wish to emulate. I would not like to live how he lives. I do not think how he thinks, and that's okay. Drop set. Oh my God. Oh God. Even when you're completely gassed, you can still do your best to control the eccentric on the way down. Get a little bit more stimulus. Let's do some shoulder presses. If you want a little bit more side delt, overhand outside grip. If you want more front delt, a little bit more inside, neutral grip. We might superset this too. Oh, baby weight. I'm shooting for that 5 to 7 rep range because the time under tension here is pretty long. Oh, I messed up. Oh, my hip is cramping. I messed up for 2 reasons. One, this is like wet as hell for some reason. Some sweaty ass motherfucker was on this before me. Holy Jesus. Or maybe it's just my hands are sweaty. But they were slipping that entire time. So, saving for the 5 to 7 rep range. Clearly I went too heavy. Only got 4 reps. I might have been able to squeak into 5 if it wasn't as sweaty. And we move on. 4 reps is still very, very stimulating for muscle growth. I'm not gonna suddenly change up my approach just because of it. However, I am going to lighten the load so that I can hit the rep range properly next time. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna superset with this machine right here afterwards. It's my hands. Jesus. Trying to pass off the blame. I'm just sweaty. I'm gonna stay here. No shit popping off. It's so dark. So when I don't have the attachments that I want, I just take everything off. This is a super awesome exercise everybody should do. You're gonna come over the top. You guys aren't gonna be able to see me. Zooming out even more. Not tall enough. I apologize for the shit view, but all you're gonna keep elbow pointed towards the ceiling, keep it tall the whole time. Let your arms sink down behind you as far as possible, your hand, and then all you're gonna do is shoot directly up. Feel a good traction at the top, try to get the full range of motion. This right here, where it's getting this deep stretch, this is where your tricep gets the most activation. So don't be the dude who's like holding at the top for a whole second thinking that you're getting more just because you're feeling the contraction. This right here, when I'm coming all the way down, that's by far the most important part. I'm also gonna go a little bit heavier. I'm gonna start with the other arm too, so you can see both angles. Nice, beautiful set, and now the attachment that I wanted is actually available. So the great thing about doing overhead movements like that is you're gonna be working the long head of your tricep, which makes up the most of your tricep. And your triceps make up 2/3 of your arm. Hopefully everybody knows that by now. So if you want bigger arms, you can't be neglecting your triceps. Put on my Instagram story, you guys should give me concepts for my new YouTube video. And like one of the ones that you guys said more than anything was a day in the life. I don't think you guys realize how much a day in the life would suck. Day in the life, I wake up, I work out, and then I work on my computer for 12 hours, taking breaks to walk and talk with people on the phone. And then I go to sleep and I do it over again. 7 days a week, 365 a year. I work on my birthdays. Sick day in the life, bro. You guys want like 3 different camera angles of me sitting at my desk and working on client programs? Well, let's just see what you like to do. What do I like to do? Well, you guys are seeing it. I like to work out, I like to talk with people I care to talk to, and I like to work. Those are 3 things that I like to do. Actually, I like to watch anime, but I haven't been doing that recently because I've been enjoying work more. So I have a hurt tricep, so with this, I'm actually going pretty light, and I'm gonna kind of bang these out so I don't have to put as much tension on it. Just trying to put equal force through both arms right now. Focusing on my mind-muscle connection. Make sure when you're doing this, you're coming all the way up. A lot of people like to do this little thing right here where they stop. I shouldn't be demonstrating something mid-set, I'm wasting a set. But make sure you're just coming all the way to the top right here. You're gonna feel that stretch in your tricep. You're feeling that stretch and that pull for a reason. You're working it. This does feel like cardio though. Dirk, show us a day in the life. I do 3 things in total. I work out, I work, and then I go on walks to talk with people that I care about. Family, the 3 close friends that I have, hopefully 4 now that this other dude reached back out to me. I work again, and I go to sleep. And honestly, that's my ideal day. And I don't expect many people to resonate with that. And that's okay. All criticism is he lives his life in a way that I do not wish to live mine. And I don't think the majority of people would want to live my life. But that's okay. You know what's funny is for the longest time I thought, oh, once I get the... Here's something that's crazy. In pursuit of whatever your goal is, you will ultimately change your identity to achieve that goal if you work hard enough at achieving it. So let me put this into 2 practical examples. Social media and fitness. I started fitness before I started social media. When I thought that I was gonna have the physique that I wanted, and I was finally gonna be able to take my shirt off at the beach, and I was gonna turn some damn heads and be the best looking guy in any room that I walk into. I know that's egotistical, whatever, shut up. I assumed that I was gonna get so many more people that were attracted to me. I was going to therefore be so much more confident. And I'm not gonna lie, my confidence did increase, but because of the skills that I acquired along the way, not inherently just the physique. Like if I just gave some random dude my physique, he wouldn't become suddenly confident. He would still be insecure in it. You can find body dysmorphia and flaws in any physique anywhere. That's not what's gonna change your confidence. Your confidence is knowing who the fuck you are and walking what you talk. And by putting in all of the hours to achieve the physique, you build the confidence that comes along with it. That was the side ramble. Going back into what I was saying. So when I achieved the physique, I assumed that, oh, you know, I'm good looking now. I'm jacked. I can fill out t-shirts. I'm going to be able to, you know, go out to bars and attract everybody. But once you become such a disciplined individual who understands what it takes to get your progress, you don't want to lose it. And a lot of times you change up your identity. I've been sober for over 2 years now, but when I started, I was drinking. I was doing fun shit with my friends. I was going out and doing random BS. But the more and more I started progressing, the more in love I fell with the process of getting the physique, which was much more important than the physique in the end. And I changed my identity because of it. Here's another practical example. Social media. I always assumed that once I hit 100,000 followers, I would start, you know, waving my dick around, being able to tell people, hey, look at me, I'm Mr., you know, better than you. I have 100,000 fucking followers. To this day, even after accumulating over 400,000 followers across different channels, I have never once sent anybody a hey you up DM. I've never once, you know, used my social media to my advantage in the sense of other than obviously creating my business and leveraging my personal brand to coach and help other people. But I've never once like in a conversation be like, by the way, I have 180,000 followers on Instagram. Like that's just not how it works. So if you are one of the people who's watching this who is not lucky enough, but is rare enough to actually walk what they talk and eventually get whatever they're aspiring to get, you will realize that in pursuit of those goals, your entire outlook will change as well. Once you get a six-pack, a filled-out chest, a V-taper, everybody looking at you, you will no longer care to be doing it for others' approval, nor will you be utilizing it to do the old BS that a weaker, less mature version of yourself would have indulged in. You change. Oh my God. Okay. Tilted. Kinda. Whatever. Holy. Let's do this. There we go. Alrighty. Hey, bro. Hey, cool just being in the back of the video. I appreciate it, bro.
No. 18 days. Yes, maybe.
What a great day to have a great day.
I feel like the way they hire people is they take priority just for the ones that are in shoot. Pretty sure. And then that shit turns people crazy first. They just saying like, you know what?
215 pounds fasted. All right. There's a lot of people here, so I want to be kind of quiet. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Get after it.